Well, hello and welcome to the Bloomington Beavers. And today is a Mountain West opener, I assume. Yes, it is the Mountain West opener. Mountain West Conference. That is where the Bloomington Beavers will start conference play today. Yeah, and I should be watching the Reds game today, but I'll catch that tomorrow. So Nevada, 1-2 on the season. We'll scroll all the way down and see who all they played. Oh, they lost big to Penn State. They got their booty cheeks smacked. And then FCS West, they beat them. And they played Middle Tennessee State. Or Middle Tennessee. Why do I say Middle Tennessee State? They lost by 14. Now they're looking for their second victory against us. And that is basically can't believe they got demolished by Penn State. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, can't really say much because we got demolished by an FIU team, and FIU's 3-0. But we will go up against a 1-2 Nevada team, which I am kind of looking forward to. They might be beating us in overall, but yes, they got Brandon Vance as their quarterback, and he's about like Dever. He can't run, but Chubba Purdy is backing him up. What is he, Chubby? And then Caleb Ramsor, and then Kai Woods, and then Ashton Hayes. Man, they only got 3 running backs because their top running back, Herschel Turner, is injured. The true freshman. All right. Let's see here. Looks like they're missing their top wideout. And it looks like they're not that fast. Sounds like they aren't that fast, so technically we have a chance. Alright, Jace Henry. Okay. Tight end. Not terribly. Tight end's pretty good. But keep in mind, they played against Penn State, which is top 2, but they were Penn State on the road, I believe. Penn State on the road in that. Yeah, that was a Penn State. That was a tough matchup for Nevada. That was definitely a tough matchup. But they fought. Penn State did score 45 on them, but at least they scored 10. And then Middle Tennessee, this one was a home game. They lost by 14, I believe. So, but the Penn State one was rough. But that environment though, I couldn't. That was the easy win for Penn State because of the environment. And NCS West is basically an easy victory. Alright. Reno against Nevada. Now, Bloomington is underdogs in this one, which this first season is all about getting a couple victories.
Welcome to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. Mackey Stadium, home to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. This game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed as soon as the defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Under fire, trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Nevada's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. There he goes.
This guy just gives you he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get this run.
He's going for the goal line. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So guys, we'll see this offense again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Finds his target down the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The give out of the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll throw it from the red zone. Ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Nevada offense really has it going. Off play action on 1st down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll give it to the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release on the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for space, it's Strickland. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defense. It's a running room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada ripped off a huge chunk on the ground, and now they'll try to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Vance. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They go to the draw. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets it out fast. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got the tight end, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Touchdown.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Vance. And the missed connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. That's caught. It's Ashley. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it. Second guy finally did. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The running back has it. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Vance. Catch in the middle, it's Floyd. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully. They've got it at the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And that that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver's going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive. Jesse, they had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Strickland. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. On second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, man. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Vance. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Floyd. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's flat.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth debate. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to pass. It's Vance. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Nevada way behind the sticks on this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Strickland.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Vance. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Noah Colognes.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right, and he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. At the 20. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Certainty that feels like a
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Coastal Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backwards.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wolfpack tried to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds his big tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring, and he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Nevada going quickly. To the air, it's Vance. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada way behind the sticks on this 3rd down play. Off play action. Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
He'll pull it down and run. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Picks up 6. And first down for the offense. On the set.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets enough. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a little space. breaks into the open. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the air, it's Vance. Catch in the middle, it's Ashley. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw again. Got his man to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Nevada offense really has it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nevada!
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. You got your college fantasy football team going. This guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to pass, it's Vance. It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off-play action on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to help him move that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Off the play fake on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Nevada will be forced to punt.
Number 37 in punt formation to kick it away.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Thanks to grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by just 1 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Caught over the middle. It's Ashley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Floyd. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw its Vance. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain.
There he goes. And he's brought down to the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The offensive line coach would be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives into the 10-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Strickland. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll break the play for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So the 16-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. He didn't make it. They'll have to give returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Trying play action. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Vance. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Got it near midfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now this offense will take the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fires to the big fella, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Flips it out on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play of the drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
What you need? Only 3rd down. Dirty play, close to foul.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Vance. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Strickland. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You've got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The play action fake. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Using the quick game. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
There we go. Ashley.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays.
Also unsportsmanlike conduct on the commentator.
Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. Into the end zone for a touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
From the offensive coordinator.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Vance. Rushes on him. Brings it in down the left side. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking for room. It's Woods. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada kept it on the ground to pick up that last 1st down. Let's see if they can generate some more in the run game. Quarterback keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Nevada! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
You got 2.
Lining up for the PAT.
Foul for the extra point.
I'll show you two challenges here in a minute.
Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before. Capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. To throw, it's Vance. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Ali McCoy.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Ashley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
There's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the counter. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer, you need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Find some fresh air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Fights off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the right. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ashley.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss to the outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll ride his man on the option, and he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Nevada will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All the